they released this was I got is The Story of the Who. Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. And man, this is past couple of weeks I ended up getting quite a few records and some really good ones too. Actually, there was a record store day that happened around the corner, and I ended up getting some good titles from that. I waited in line until they opened, and yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got from that in this video. And I'm also gonna show you guys some really some kind of hard to find records that I ended up getting at some antique stores, believe it or not. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first title I'm going to show you guys is I got The Power of the Heart, and it's a tribute album to Lou Reed. And they released this on, I forget what they described it. I think it was like silver wax or something. Oh man, that looks pretty cool. And I believe I got the last one in the store that I was at, the record store that I was at, which is pretty crazy to think about. And so basically they've got a whole bunch of some famous artists that made songs, that made cover songs from what Lou Reed did. So for example, one of the main reasons why I bought this album was because the first song is I'm Waiting for the Man, and Keith Richards actually did that cover. So I really like, I listened to the song already, and I really like it. So really neat. I believe it comes with a booklet as well. Has something. Yeah, so it's like it's a neat booklet. This album is limited to 3,000 as well. So I think, and this one sold out pretty fast, like I said. So it's got like a cool, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a holofoil sort of thing. Same with the cover. The next up, I got Rolling Stones. So this is another record store day release. This was Hackney Diamonds. So basically, when they were releasing Hackney Diamonds, the night that they released the album, they had a show in Racket in New York City, and they basically just played a few, like, it was like a smaller concert, but they played some of the new songs from Hackney Diamonds. We got a custom inner sleeve here, and this was released on white vinyl. There it is. That looks very nice, very clean. And so they played, they played Shattered, Angry, Whole Wide World, Tumbling Dice. On the B-side, Bite My Head Off, Jumpin' Jack Flash, and Sweet Sounds of Heaven. And yeah, so pretty awesome album. I gotta listen to this for sure on the turntable. And this is just like the set list of what they played. And so basically this album, this record, I was hoping to get, I was only hoping on really getting one album for record store day, which was this one. This is the main one I wanted. But then I saw the other ones in the shop, and I was just like, I kind of had to get them. Next up, I got so for their 60th anniversary of their debut album, they released for Record Store Day. They released a reissue of their debut, but on a blue/black swirl vinyl, and it's actually numbered on the back here. So my number is 4,263 out of 13,000, which is actually kind of a low number out of all that. And so what this album includes is a lithograph with some pictures of them when they made this album. Pretty neat. And the vinyl, I already listened to the vinyl and it sounds amazing. So I was already planning on getting their debut album at some point, but I was thinking like what the best type of album to get, like whether it be a reissue or a first pressing. So I just decided to get a special reissue. So, you know, pretty cool. Sold out right away. And I was pretty surprised by that, because this one I didn't see that many of in the first place. And I think since they're numbered, that's usually what happens, is that since they're numbered, I think some record stores would get less of one. And down to the last Record Store Day exclusive I got is The Story of the Who, pressed on a 2-colored vinyl. So it's a compilation of their biggest hits from when they started out up until 1976. But basically, I think they this album in general wasn't pressed. I think the last time it was pressed was 1976. So this is like kind of the first time that they're redoing this. They're reissuing it. So it's got like amazing songs on it, of course. And it's got a whole lot of them. So basically, when I get a compilation album, I want, like, when I get a greatest hits album, I want to get like a lot of songs, not just a few of them, you know. I absolutely love the pressing color that they used for this. It's just awesome. So basically, as soon as I walked through the door to buy the records, I think I picked out one of the last ones from when they first opened the store, which is crazy to think about, because I think I got one of the last ones there. And yeah, so pretty neat. I'm super happy I got on them. And like I said, I was only planning on getting one of the albums. Instead, I got 4 of them. But I mean, you don't know when you're really, since it's Record Store Day exclusives, you don't really know when you're gonna be able to, or if you're gonna be able to get them again. Because there's a certain amount of Record Store Day exclusives. Certain ones end up becoming super rare or super hard to find, right? Especially if they're numbered. This one's not numbered, but I mean, it's pretty cool reissue though. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the newer, like some records I got from last week and this week, and there's some pretty crazy records. I'm gonna start by showing you guys Rolling Stones Undercover. But there's something special about this record. I have the other one. I have like the regular first press Canadian, but this one is actually a promo copy. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, so this is actually a promo. And I couldn't find anything on Discogs for it. But it's pretty amazing though. I think promos are pretty hard to get. And there's the vinyl. Very good shape actually. So this is from 1983. It's in very good shape. Definitely got to spin this one on the turntable. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't run into many promo copies of certain things, especially Rolling Stones, so good to get those things while you can. Next up, ended up getting Pink Floyd The Wall. So this is a little bit different than the one that I have already, because the difference being is this sticker. So basically some of the record labels, they when Pink Floyd released The Wall, they had nothing on the front or anything that tells you that it's Pink Floyd. So some of the record labels, they wanted them to just put like a sticker of the name, like the band name and the album. So I believe they only did that for certain copies, I think, or for certain record stores or whatnot. But this one is actually really interesting because it says contains 2 records. I've never seen from the stuff that I looked up, I've never seen a Pink Floyd The Wall with a sticker quite like this one. So I think I got kind of a rare one, I believe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's a super clean copy. It's a Canadian press. Really nice. I don't want to like accidentally bend something. And yeah. So the records are super clean. Album is super clean. And yeah. Alright, next up we got another great one. So this one is Led Zeppelin 4, their Untitled album. And basically, I'm 90% sure this is this released in the same year it came out in for Canada, so which would be 1971. So like I'm 90% sure this is the one. And it's in decent shape. I noticed there's a few scratches on it, and I was going to play it on the turntable soon, just to check over and see if it was good or not. I think it will play relatively smooth. But yeah, like it's hard getting a record like that in pretty good shape. And this one I found at an antique store, so pretty amazing stuff. It's really interesting, some of the stuff you can find at antique stores. Like it's insane the kind of stuff you find. All right. And there's the gatefold. Pretty good. Inner sleeve. And I've been looking for one of these, a first Canadian press for a while. And so I'm glad I finally got that one. And it's in pretty good shape too. Alright, and I'm going to be showing you guys this record, and I'm also going to show you guys another thing I got too recently. So this is the Who Are You? Pressed on red vinyl. This is 1978 Canadian. And I believe this is a first press, I believe it's a first pressing. It came out in 1978. And there's the record. Looks really nice. It's like a very vibrant red. And I believe like back before, like in the late 70s, it was kind of hard to, like, they didn't press many records on colored vinyl because it wasn't really, I think it was harder to do back then. But still, like a nice colored vinyl like that is still pretty good to get. And it's a pretty old copy too. I also ended up getting the Doors, Waiting for the Sun. This is just a reissue, so it's nothing too fancy. But yeah, I got that too. And another big thing that I got, this is at an antique store as well. I ended up getting Velvet Underground, the singles box set, and this is sealed. And I was so surprised when I saw this because I've been looking for this for a while, or I've been looking for this one for a while. And I just randomly came across it, and I was just like, wow, like I can't believe this thing actually, like I just found this thing there. And I got it for a pretty good price, less than what they're selling it on Discogs and stuff. So I got a pretty good price on that. And I think I'm gonna keep it sealed because, yeah, I don't want to open that because this is from 2009, and it's a pretty hard box set to come across. It comes with 7 45 singles, and I just love that picture of the band. I just love that. All right, well, there you have it. So some pretty good records, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this video for today. I've been pretty busy lately. I'm gonna try to make more videos if I can, of just stuff that I find along the way. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.